Hi, Jimmy Bell here with Wild for Outdoors. Well, as Willie Nelson always said, on the road again, and here we are on the road again, coming home from the FLW event on Lake Oahe. Thought I'd touch base a little bit quick and tell you a little bit about strategy, where we went right and where we went wrong, because every tournament you've got to sit down afterwards and try and figure out what were the good things and what were the bad things. And as I sat down this morning talking to my friend Tommy Scarless, we were kind of going through that. And I think from a strategy standpoint, you know, people always ask, why do you need to pre-fish for 7 days? Well, if you look at a body of water like this, you got 200 miles of lake or reservoir with lots of arms, you got a lot of water to cover, and you got a lot of patterns that you've got to figure out. But in hindsight, when we sit back and we look at what went on, realistically, we were on the right fish. We had the winning pattern. Jason Shakurik is there. Maybe not the winning pattern, but certainly the fish to win the tournament. We're down at the water intakes. We were jigging Berkeley jerk shads in 70 to 75 feet of water. And that was a bite that was missed by a lot of guys. We found it. Ross Grothy and Tommy found it early on. And it's truly something that a lot of the other guys weren't doing. But if I look back and say, what was the bite that I missed? There was a bite in the trees with the spinner baits again this year. As you know, last year Chase Parsons won this event, pulling spinner baits through the trees. The reservoir was down 11, 12 feet. We couldn't put that pattern together this year, but there were a couple of guys that did. And they're catching the nicer slots. They're catching those 19-inch. Then also with the strategy, you look at and say, you know, what about the choices you make during the day? During the tournament itself, there's a lot of strategy involved. And myself, I think I did okay. Obviously, I didn't do great in the tournament. I was 50-something in place. But the decisions that I made were the right decisions. The first day, I kept a couple of fish right off the bat. I had 2 overs in the first 30 minutes, 22 and about a 25-incher. I never caught any bigger fish than that through the day, so those were the right fish for me to keep. I filled out with some mediocre slot fish. Second day, I got a 24 right off the bat, kept that, good idea. Got about a 17-incher, got that, put that in the box. Then I ran to fill out my limit. And I do that when you look at a strategy, there's things that you look at and try and figure out. Can I win the event? Or do I need to concentrate on points for the championship? Because there are a lot of pressure put on us for this championship. I decided to go fill my box, get my 5 fish in. That took me about a half an hour. Go back to the towers, jig up. I threw back a 21-incher, but he was a skinny fish. Really wasn't going to help me a lot. Would have been my second over. You can only keep 2 fish over. So I think from a decision standpoint, I made the right decisions. I just didn't get the right bites, and sometimes that's what happens as well. But I think as a team, we did well. We covered a lot of water. We fished hard. We put the right patterns together. We didn't get the right bites. Ross had a great day yesterday. He does that 2 days in a row, and he's in there. Myself, the same thing. So I think we were doing the right things on the right fish. And it's all that time on the water that really makes the difference. And then fish management became critical as well. I was using the U2, we call it the blue water, and it's critical when you're trying to keep these fish alive. I came in yesterday with 5 fish alive, so does Ross. When you're pulling fish out of 70 feet of water and you can keep them alive in 100-degree temperatures, that stuff works. It is the magic juice. Guys ask me in the boat, and I tell them, yes, it's critical that you get it in there. It settles the fish down, keeps them alive, has all the right stuff. Like Denny Brower says, it's Gatorade for fish. It's amazing stuff. So we made the right choices, made the right calls. On my way home, looking forward to seeing my girls and my wife, Allie. They've been rooting me on since I left. And it'll be good to get back and give them a hug and see what's going on. So for all you folks, thanks for watching Wild for Outdoors. Love you all.